So part of releasing the kingdom is speaking things over people that are in agreement with who God sees them as. Now, Sean made that little joke, but it actually was pretty significant about me being with him. So let me just say this. Oh, and I made you stand. I'm so sorry. I'll be fast. When I met Sean, I was 15 years old, and I just think God wired me this way. I was 15 years old, and I, 4-point student, like just did everything right. If I did anything wrong, I would be absolutely devastated, like just ridiculously ridiculous. And Sean, he just didn't have parents at that time in his life. So he was being arrested, spending time in juvie. But there was something about him. I saw who God created him to be. And when he was in juvie, they take away your shoes, they put you in a little orange jumpsuit, and he's sitting on this, there's nothing in the room but a concrete bench. I forgot you were sitting there. I'm so sorry. He's usually in the middle school class, and then all of a sudden I saw his sweatshirt out of the corner of my eye. He's sitting there, and he says to God, God, if you will get me out of this, I will serve you the rest of my life. And when he was in juvie, his parents didn't come and get him. The neighbor actually came and picked him up from juvie so he could get out. So Sean was making a joke, but it really isn't a joke. Like, God has created every person on this planet with a destiny, with purpose in him. And when you speak God's truth over people, it unlocks the destiny. It partners with who God's created them to be. So this is what we are going to do. Before you get to go today, and Joshua and Daryl aren't going to let you out of the building. No, just kidding. I just want to release you to speak life over people. So I even just want to sit quietly for 30 seconds and ask the Lord, who do you want me to go speak life over? Because if we're not doing it here, guys, we won't do it out there. And this is how we release God's kingdom. This is what Jesus did over and over again in the Gospels. He saw people that felt unseen, and he spoke life to them, and they felt it. And that experience with Jesus, it changed them, and they chose to follow him. That's what we are commissioned with. Does that make sense? So 30 seconds, quiet. Just ask the Lord, who do you want me to speak life over? Okay. So I just bless you and release you to speak life over those around you. And it can be as simple as God loves you, to if the Lord's given you a prophetic picture or a prophetic word. Okay? So bless you. I want to hear lots of chatter.